The Hawaii National Guard recently sent the 93rd Weapons of Mass Destruction Civil Support Team and the Medical Detachment section of its CERFP section to Guam in the closing weeks of 2019 to support Vigilant Guard 2020.
It's important to participate in Vigilant Guard because we all operate within the PACOM AOR, and based on our island locations and geography, we have to be able to respond to other locations and support our brethren here in the Pacific. In this exercise specifically, we were all called out initially for a super typhoon class 5 hit. So we all came out here for basic hazmat augmentation for the CERFP. But in turn for that, a sleeper cell of terrorists decided to enact their treasonous ways, or however they want to do that, in the wake of all the destruction.
The Vigilant Guard training exercise program, sponsored by U.S. Northcom in conjunction with the National Guard Bureau, provides civilian and military first responders and emergency management personnel the opportunity to evaluate their capabilities and identify areas of improvement in the most realistic, large-scale disaster scenarios possible.
So, for Hawaii to participate in exercises like Vigilant Guard is actually very, very important. It helps get the state and our sisters and brothers ready for what could be either a natural-made disaster or even a sea burn attack. Or basically, bottom line up front is to be ready at all times, be prepared for any mission that comes to us on a home front. Because we get to interact with other agencies as well as other units. It forces us to step outside of our comfort zone and mesh with other people, figure out SOPs, standard operation procedures, or TTPs, tactics, how to mesh them together and solve the problem. Something as simple as a sea burn incident or a natural disaster that requires mass decon or a life rescue mission. So it forces a lot of units, companies, battalions, CERFP, HERFs, 93rd CST to step outside of their comfort zone and work with each other to solve a problem, which overall the end state is to make us battle ready or mission ready by working with each other.
These units consist of specially trained soldiers and airmen who help reduce human suffering and mitigate risk, and come with a vast array of equipment and vehicles outfitted to aid response efforts. All of this equipment and manpower was airlifted to Guam as it would need to be in a real-world situation.
So for this response, we were fortunate to do a unit flyaway. We bought 4 of our vehicles, one being our Advon, our communications vehicle, which we are able to get comms across the net as far as internet and so forth. Then we were able to bring all of surveys equipment as far as monitoring equipment, sampling equipment.
The Hawaii National Guard's 93rd CST is comprised of 6 sections. The sections work together to assess and respond to situations where there is suspected CBRNE threats. There are 57 CST units in the United States. This is the second time Vigilant Guard has been held in Guam. Hawaii's CERFP Medical Airmen provided casualty collection, triage, and decontamination support of a collapsed structure scenario where there was a verified chemical contamination. During Vigilant Guard 2020, the CST assisted in the response to multiple threats of natural and man-made origin. Vigilant Guard 2020 concluded with the air evacuation of a simulated downed airman who was injured while responding to a possible man-made disaster. This is Tech Sergeant Andrew Lee Jackson reporting with the Hawaii National Guard and Guam.